about cheese because who doesn't love cheese? And I will be talking about the history of cheese, the process of making cheese, the types of cheese, and some things that you can make and cook with cheese. So first for the history of cheese. Nobody really knows who made the first cheese. One legend says that it was accidental by someone who was transporting milk, and it was in like a bag, so it was all like being mixed up and then getting spoiled, and they discovered that it happened to be like this like solid form, and then they ate it. So I'm like, okay. There are also, I found a picture of Egyptian paintings and of people making cheese, and so it's been around for a while. It was made and enjoyed in Greece and Rome, but it was probably nothing like the cheese that we know and love today because it was pretty soft, sour, and really salty, since salting it was the only way that they knew how to preserve it, and even then it didn't last very long at all. In the Middle Ages, cheese became more popular in Europe, and France had so many types of cheeses that it was said to have one cheese for every day of the year. So they liked their cheese. And in the early 1900s, Americans figured out how to mass produce cheese and preserve it so that it would last longer than just a few days. This made cheese recipes much easier for the chefs and housewives of the era. And today, of course, most cheeses that you can buy in the store are factory made. The traditional process of making cheese is only for gourmet cheeses or specialty stores and stuff like that. So next, how is cheese made today, the process. First, the milk is put into like these really big vats like you see on the right over there, and it's heated up to a really high temperature, and it's either pasteurized or heated and then cooled to room temperature so that the bacteria can begin to grow. And then other bacteria is put into the milk to help the milk proteins coagulate.
That sounds safe.
The coagulation is called a curd, and the liquid that's left is called whey. So like the nursery rhyme curds of whey, that's where that comes from. The curd pieces are then separated from the whey by a process called cheddaring, and it's not how you get cheddar cheese, it's just like the cheese in general. You basically, to cheddar, you cut the curds into pieces and then you stack them together, and then you cut it again until all the moisture is out. And then once the whey has gone away, not intended. Once the whey is gone, then you have all the just little curd pieces left. So they're put together and they're salted, not as much as like in olden days, but it's salted and put into like a block form, and it's left to sit so that it can age. And apparently the older the cheese, the better. And next, soft cheeses. This is a type of cheese that's so called because they're spreadable or they just crumble, and they tend to spoil a little bit quicker than hard cheeses. But if you're anything like me, that's not a problem because cheese is delicious. Some popular soft cheeses are feta, ricotta, blue cheese, and cream cheese. And hard cheeses are so called because they are difficult to work with unless they're sliced or grated or put in little pieces in some way. So they're mostly used for cooking and baking, and some popular hard cheeses are Swiss, mozzarella, and of course cheddar. Finally, processed cheese. Yeah. In my opinion, processed cheese should be called double processed cheese because most of them are factory cheeses that have been melted, combined, and mixed with other chemicals and packaged in a certain shape. So it kind of, once you know the process, it's kind of disgusting. Probably the most popular processed cheeses are Velveeta and Kraft's mac and cheese powder. What can you make with cheese? Well, anything is better with cheese on it, I think. So the soft cheeses are eaten as spreads or mixed with herbs for dips, or simply crumbled to put on salads. And there's a picture of a salad dish on the side there. Hard cheeses can be sliced for sandwiches, used in pasta dishes like mac and cheese, melted into fondue, grated for a garnish, or you can even just dive in right like this guy. Processed cheeses are often used as a snack or a condiment. And that's just about it. That's my sources. In conclusion, I hope that you learned a little bit about cheese and you're a little more well-informed about the process of how cheese is made and what foods go well with cheese. So thank you.
Thank you.